What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day I went ahead and put together a video discussing the Call of Duty news and information for 2025. I know everybody gets really annoyed when, we talk about future games. I really don't know why. I enjoy what I'm playing right now. I talk about Modern Warfare 3 a ton, and new information came out about a different COD game, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about it. And for some reason, it pisses people off. It's beyond me, man. But there's indeed information out right now that is showcasing the Call of Duty game releasing in 2025 to be a prequel to Black Ops 2. Basically doing the same scenario that we see here with Modern Warfare 3. They're going to go ahead and put out, a game that is going to have a ton of Black Ops 2 maps, around about the same time period. It might be some minor changes here and there to make it a tad bit more unique. But it's kind of the similar, concept. And I don't really know who's going to be developing it, but I'm assuming it's going to be Sledgehammer again, just like they did with Modern Warfare 3. Because, obviously Treyarch has been going at Black Ops Gulf War, which is releasing in 2024, for about 4+ years now. So I find it hard to believe that they can go ahead and make a completely new game right after Gulf War to release in 2025. But during the leak phase of Modern Warfare 3, the game that you're watching right here, obviously, the news beforehand was saying that this game was going to have all remastered Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps. And obviously, I was extremely happy because I'm an OG COD player, and I love all the OG maps, and honestly, in my personal opinion, I prefer medium to large-sized maps over small maps pretty much all day, every day. It's a personal opinion, though. But I called it. I called it right away. I said, everybody in the world is hyping this up. Everybody is saying that these maps are going to save Call of Duty, that everybody's going to be happy with them. But I guarantee that everybody's wearing nostalgia glasses because, once again, we're in a time period where if it's not the size of Shoot House or Shipment or Rust or something like that, the community isn't happy. It literally has to be the most small, condensed 3-lane map known to mankind in order for people to be satisfied nowadays. So I just straight up said, yeah, nobody's going to like these maps. Modern Warfare 2 2009 probably had some of the most unique, I guess is the way I should put it, maps out there. The map designs back in the day weren't really catered to competitive play. It was more to set a tone, to set a vibe. And honestly, I didn't really mind that. And I thought they were tons of fun, but I knew it. I knew right out the gates that nobody was going to enjoy over half of the maps that were going to be offered with Modern Warfare 2 2009. And here we are, current date, with everybody complaining about every possible map in this game. And you know what? I shouldn't say everybody, because there is still a massive chunk of people out there who are like me, who enjoy these maps and are having, a good time. But I would say, there is a really good chunk of people out there who despise these maps. And like I said, I wasn't shocked in any way, shape, or form. Well, once again, like I said a little bit earlier, this Black Ops 2 sequel's coming out, and it's already leaked that it's going to have pretty much all the Black Ops 2 maps, including new maps as well, but pretty much all the Black Ops 2 maps are going to be reintroduced again. And Birdman put out a tweet over on Twitter, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I mean, I was cracking up when I saw this tweet. I probably can't showcase the whole thing without getting demonetized because I know how sensitive YouTube is sometimes. But Birdman said, these, are, whatever, little kids are going to say raid and standoff aren't good, like how they do now with the Modern Warfare 2 maps. And I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you, Birdman. I honestly do not believe the Call of Duty community knows what they want anymore when it comes to pretty much anything within this game. And I'm not speaking for everybody. I really am not. I know a lot of you guys out there know exactly what you want out of a game. But man, it blows my mind sometimes when I see what people beg for, ask for, and then when they get that stuff, they still have something to say about it. Modern Warfare 2, for example, the Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps, where we're all begging for classic maps to come. We don't want any more new maps. New maps suck. I'm tired of them. They have horrible designs. All the OG maps are amazing, And let's be honest here. What are the two most popular Call of Duty games out there? Now, personally, we are all going to share different opinions, but I would say the mass majority of people out there prefer either Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2. Now, I think Black Ops 1 was a better game in my personal opinion. But still, like I said, popularity-wise, when Call of Duty was really popping off, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 were just peak moments for this franchise. So when everybody said they don't like the new maps, they want only OG maps, and then we get one of the most popular, literally one of the most popular Call of Duty games coming back with all the remastered maps and content, and people are still hating on it. I would not push it past them that they're going to hate the majority of Black Ops 2 maps as well. People forget what Call of Duty used to be back in the day. I don't know what visions people are having. But yeah, we did have a lot of 3-lane styled maps, but there's a lot of variety maps in Black Ops 2 as well. Do you guys remember Drone? Drone was a very large-sized map with plenty of different routes. Carrier was a map that a lot of people, despised. I personally really enjoyed it because, again, like I said, I prefer medium to large-sized maps, but it was definitely a large one, and it's not going to cater to the people who want, shipment-styled stuff or 3-lane styled stuff. I mean, even Cargo, for example, I love Cargo, and I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy Cargo as well, but even that map is a little bit more, unique than your typical 3-lane style map that everybody's talking about nowadays. Everybody wants something to be like Firing Range, or what's another map I could throw out there? I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about 3-lane styled maps. When in reality, a lot of those classic maps weren't like that. Black Ops 2 also had Aftermath. It had Yemen, another huge map with multiple different lanes that you could take to go ahead and, flank around the map. Did I mention Overflow yet? I don't know if I mentioned Overflow, but that's another massive map with tons of different lanes. Don't forget about Turbine as well, another huge map, where people are going to be camping and holding, weird locations. Again, I don't know what everybody is thinking. But back in the day, yes, I like to rush, but I'm not going to deny the fact that there were really big maps and people like to camp on them. People like to ninja defuse, people like to hide, people like to sit in the back, people like to use the most obnoxious classes. I'm not going to pretend that was never a thing. You know what I'm saying? And these maps are going to cater heavily to those playstyles. And I guarantee when they get reintroduced into the Black Ops 2 sequel, and everybody's saying, oh my god, I'm so excited for more remastered maps, I don't want to deal with any of these new maps, and they start playing these things, I am willing to put money down, just like Birdman here, that over half of the community is still going to find a way to complain about it. Even the good maps, like Birdman said, like Raid and Standoff, people will still find a way. They will. They always do. I'm at a point where I genuinely do not believe the community will ever be happy with the map selection in a Call of Duty game. I'm at that point. Like Modern Warfare 2 2022, for example. They 1000% said they focused on map design. And obviously, everything else got ignored, right? The rest of the game, they didn't even touch upon. They didn't even try to make an effort to make sure the community would enjoy it. But I, for one, thought the maps were tremendously better compared to Modern Warfare 2019, and I have made some videos out there, you can go back and check them out on my channel, where I even compare these maps, these new maps in Modern Warfare 2 2022, to OG classic maps, because one of the biggest complaints is that they are too big. I hate running around so much, and I compare them side by side, and they are smaller than over half of these maps that I mentioned, like in Black Ops 2, for an example. These maps back in the day were huge. I don't know what people remember, but it's definitely not these maps here. And these maps were how basically all the base Call of Duty games were made around. Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Maps didn't start getting extraordinarily condensed, like all of them across the board, until reaching up to like the jetpack era of Call of Duty. And I'm not saying all maps were massive. Obviously not. You had your nuke towns, like I said earlier, Firing Range, one of the best maps, ever made. And that's not, a massive map. That's a small to medium map. It's outstanding. We have variety. We always did. We had small-scaled maps, but the thought process, the mindset, that everything, there was no way that there was anything bigger than a 3-lane styled map like Firing Range. No, that's not the mindset. But again, like I said, I'm convinced that nobody will ever be happy with the map selection when it comes to COD. Whether they bring back remasters or if they really fine-tune, new styles of maps. There's just no way around it. People are just not willing to accept anything when it comes to the gameplay. And I'm starting to think it's just something that people are throwing out there when they're getting whooped up, man. Instead of learning the map, learning the routes, learning the power positions, and learning how to rotate, they'd rather just, say it's trash and move on with their day. They don't put in any effort. What's the point? Like, if I could totally see if you actually put in real effort, real work to try to overcome and become better at the maps, and then critique them, yes, I'm all for that. Give me your honest opinion about it, and that's great. But 9 out of the 10 times I see people talk about these things, they don't even put in the effort. They really don't. They play it 2 times, and they've already made up their mind that it's garbage, and they don't even know where they're going. They don't even know where they're getting shot. They don't even know how to flank the enemies on those maps. And like I said, find the power positions, how to push power positions, what to hold. Like, none of that knowledge is present in their mind, and they're expecting to automatically know it all. That's not realistic, and it's not how you review something either. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I just thought what Birdman said was hilarious, and honestly, I cannot wait. I cannot wait because, we already saw what happened with the Modern Warfare 2 maps. But BO2, I would argue, is even more popular than Modern Warfare 2, and BO2 is known for, when the sweat really started kicking into the Call of Duty franchise. So I cannot wait to see when that game drops. We got some time, obviously, until it drops, but I want to see how the community will react with all the BO2 maps being brought back. And I'm like 99.9% positive people are just going to stick to Raid, Nuketown, and, Hijacked, and that's it. The rest of the maps are just never going to be thrown in the rotation because people are going to say they're too big and too complex. But, of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, and by all means, if you hated it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell if you want to be notified for more content just like this. And last but not least, if you do want to go ahead and catch any of my live streams, I stream over on Kick pretty much daily as well. You can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.